The Adventures of Tom Sawyer by Mark Twain. Longman Simplified English Series. Read by Utchara Boonterd. Chapter 4. Tom is ill. Monday morning found Tom Sawyer miserable. Monday mornings always found him so, because it began after weeks' slow suffering in school. Tom lay in bed thinking. He wished that he was ill. Then he could stay away from school. He thought that he could detect things of stomach ache, and began to encourage them with considerable hope, but they soon grew fresh and died away. He considered further. Suddenly, he discovered something. One of his upper teeth was loose. This was lucky. He was about to grow when it occurred to him that if he said so his aunt would pull it out, and that would hurt. Then he remembered hearing the doctor speak about a parent who had spent 2 or 3 weeks in bed and who had nearly lost a finger through blood clotting. So the boy early drew his sword tail from under the teeth and held it up for inspection. Then he began groaning loudly. But since left armed unconscious, Tom groaned louder and fancied that he began to feel pain in the tail. There was no result from sin. By this time, Tom was breathing heavily with his efforts. He had a rest, and then swelled himself up, and produced one admirable groan after another. Since left arm, Tom was annoyed. He called, "Sin! Sin!" and shook him. This worked well, and Tom began to grow again. Sin yawned stretched, and then began to stare at Tom. Tom went on groaning. "Tom!" I said. "Tom!" said Sin. There was no reply. "Here, Tom! Tom! What's the matter, Tom?" Sin shook him and looked in his face anxiously. "Oh, don't Sin! Don't shake me!" Tom moaned. "Why? What's the matter, Tom?" "I must call Auntie." "No, never mind. It's be over soon, perhaps." "Don't call anybody." "But I must." "Don't grow so, Tom. It's awful." "How long have you been like this?" Oh, oh, don't shake me, Sin. You kicked me." "Tom, why did you wake me sooner?" "Oh, Tom, don't. It makes me feel queer to hear you." "What's the matter, Tom?" "I forgive you everything, Sin. Everything you've ever done to me. When I die." "Oh, Tom, you aren't dying, are you?" "Don't, Tom. Oh, don't." "Perhaps." "I forgive everybody, Sin. Tell them so, and then give my window frame and my catch with one eye to that little girl who was come to town, and tell her." But Sin had snatched up his clothes and gone. So well was Tom's imagination working that he was really suffering now. His groans had quite a genuine tone. Sin flew downstairs. "Oh, Aunt Polly, come! Tom's dying," he cried. "Dying?" "Yes. Don't wait. Come quickly. Grab it." "I don't believe it." But she rushed upstairs in spite of her disbelief, which Sin and Mary at her heels, and her face grew white, too, and her lips trembled. When he reached the bed, she gasped out, "Tom, what's the matter with you?" "Oh, Auntie, my—" "What's the matter with you? What is the matter with you, child? Oh, Auntie, my big child there. The old lady sat down into a chair and laughed a little and cried a little, then did both together. This helped her to recover, and she said, Tom, what a shock you did give me. Now stop that nonsense and get out of bed. The girls ceased and the pair vanished from the door. The boy let a little flourish, and he said, Aunt Polly, it did seem to be dead, and it hurt so much that I did not feel the pain in my throat at all. Your throat? What's the matter with your throat? One of them is loose, and it's ached awfully. There, don't begin that groaning again. Open your mouth. Where your tooth is loose. But you're not going to die of that. Mary, get me steel thread and a red hot coal from the kitchen. Please, Auntie, don't pull it out. It doesn't hurt anymore. Please, Auntie, I don't want to stay away from school. Oh, you don't you? So all this howling was because you thought you managed to stay away from school and go finish. Tom, I love you so, and you seem to try every way you can to break my old heart with your tricks. By this time, the instruments were ready. The old lady made one end of the tail's thread fast to Tom's tube and tied the other to the bedpost. Then he seized the burning coal and steadily thrust it almost in the boy's face. The tube hung from the bedpost now. But all sovereigns have their rewards. As Tom was going to school after breakfast, he was the envy of every boy he met, because the gap in his upper row of teeth enabled him to speak in a new and admirable way. Soon afterwards, Tom met a young outcast of the village, Huckleberry Finn. The son of the tall drunkard Huckleberry was hated and dreaded by all the mothers of the town because he was idle, lawless, ill-bred, and bad, and because all their children admired him, delighted in his forbidden society, and wished the rest to be like him. Like the rest of the respectable boys, Tom enriched Huckleberry his gay life of freedom, and had been given strict orders not to play with him. So he played with him every time he got a chance. Huckleberry was always dressed like a scarecrow. He came and went of his own free will. He stepped on doorsteps in faint weather, and in empty barrels in wet. He did not have to go to school or to church, or call anyone master, or obey anybody. He could go fishing or swimming when and where he chose, and stay as long as it suited him. Nobody forbade him to fight. He could sit up and lay as he pleased. He was always the first boy to walk barefooted in the spring and the last to wear shoes again in the autumn. He never had to wash or put on clean clothes. He could swear wonderfully. In a word, that boy has everything that helps to make life delightful. So thought every respectable boy in St. Petersburg. Hello, Huckleberry. What's that you got? Asked Tom. Hello, dead cat. Let me see it, how strip it. What's a dead cat good for her? For calling wolves. But how do you kill them? Why? You meet the cat about midnight to a graveyard where somebody that was wicked has been buried. When it's midnight, a devil will come, or perhaps two or three, but you can't see them. You can only hear something like the wind, or perhaps hear them talking. When there's talking, that wicked follow away. You draw your cat after them and say, "They will follow body." Cat follow, they will. What? Follow cat. I've finished with you. That will kill any rat. It sounds alright. Have you ever tried it? Huh? No. But old Mother Hawkins told me. Well, that's good enough, because they say she a witch. Huh? When are you going to try the cat? Tonight. I believe they'll come after old House Williams tonight. But he was work on Saturday. Huh? Did they get him on Saturday night? Why? How you talk? How could their charms work before midnight? And then it's Sunday. Davis don't thrift about much on a Sunday, as far as I know. I never thought for that. That's so. Will you let me go with you? Of course, if you're not afraid. Afraid, not likely. Will you meow like a cat? Yes, and you meow back if you get a chance. The last time you kept me meowing outside the house till old Hayes began throwing things at me and saying, "Curse that cat." So I drew a bridge through his window, but don't tell. I want I couldn't meow that night because Auntie was watching me, but I'll meow this time. The boys spirited. When Tom reached the little school, he marched boldly in as if he had come as far as he could. The teacher was nodding amid the hums of study. The interruption roused him. "Thomas Sawyer." Tom knew that when his name was pronounced in full, it meant trouble. "Sir, come here. Now, why are you late again, as usual?" Tom was about to lie, when he saw two long tails of yellow hair hanging down from a head that he recognized, and by that head was the only Yuan set on the girls' side of the school. He instantly said, "I stopped here to talk with Huckleberry Finn." The teacher stared at him as if he could not believe his ears. The hum of study ceased. The pupils wondered whether his boy had gone mad. The teacher said, You did what?" "I've stopped to talk with Huckleberry Finn." The boys' words were quite distinct and could not be misunderstood. "Tom Sawyer, this is the most astounding confession I have ever listened to. You deserve a severe punishment. Take off your coat." The stick rose and fell until the teacher's arm was tired. Then the order followed. "Now, sir, go and sit with the girls, and let his be a warning to you." When all the pupils laughed, Tom seemed to choke ashamed, but in reality that choke was caused by his worship of the unknown angel and by his amazement at his luck. He sat down upon the end of the bench, and the girl proudly moved away from him. Tom sat still and seemed to study his book. Soon the all the children ceased to pay any attention to him, and the egg that Tom's cool murmur rose upon the door air once more. Present the boy began to steal a glance at the girl. He observed him, pulled a face at him, and turned the back of her head to him for a minute. When she cautiously looked round again, he was drawing something at the back of his book, hitting his work with his left hand. For some time the girl refused to notice, but at last she hesitatingly whispered, "Let me see it." Tom uncovered a red drawing of a house with a corkscrew of smoke coming from the chimney. Then he added, "A man like a mess in the front yard." The girl said, "I wish I could draw." "It's easy," whispered Tom. "I'll teach you." "Oh, will you? When?" "At dinner time." "Good. That's a promise. What's your name?" "Becky Sawyer." "What's yours?" "Oh, I know. It's Thomas Sawyer. That's the name they use when they beat me. I'm Tom when I'm good. Call me Tom, will you?" "Yes." Just at this moment a finger and thumb closed on his ear and raised him to his feet. He was led across the schoolroom and sat down in his own seat, amidst the laughter of the whole school. Then the teacher stood over him during a few awful moments, and finally moved away to his chair without saying a word. But although Tom's ear burned, his heart was sinking. The end chapter 4.